Trojans Live. This segment of Trojans Live is brought to you by Allstate. The Trojans are in good hands with Deontay Burnett. Boy, those have been a safe pair of hands this season. Right. Deontay, the wide receiver, joins us now. Jordan Moore and John Jackson. And first off, how are you feeling? It just seems like everybody, as the season's gone on, get a little battered and bruised. You've been dragging around a leg a little bit. How's your knee doing?
My knee's doing good. Just getting in there every morning and rehabbing, and so I can be ready for the game.
Talk about your role this year. I mean, it started out if you thought it was going to be limited, then Steven gets hurt. Now all of a sudden you're thrown in the fire. You're the go-to guy. Just talk about the transition. How's it been sort of waiting your turn and now getting your opportunity?
Well, you always have to prepare like you're a starter and be ready for your opportunity. And then when my opportunity came to me, I was ready, and now I'm just taking it and running with it.
Deontay, what are the nuances to playing that slot position that make it a little bit different than what the guys are doing on the outside?
You have to be aware of zone coverages and getting past linebackers and having a feel for the game in certain spots around the field.
You also have to make sure you don't get your head taken off, right?
Right. This offense, it's obviously geared around getting the slot receiver a lot of touches. And Sam has looked to you a lot. How's that relationship been? Because I know that before he was named the starter and before you got a chance to start, you guys were sort of gelling with the second unit a lot. How's that gone in transition in terms of working with Sam?
Well, yeah, Sam's a tremendous player. He always takes plays to another level. And when we both came in as freshmen, we just threw around with each other and we built that relationship. Now it's carrying on to the field.
Has he changed? Because he was a quiet guy at San Clemente, and I could barely get two words out of him when I interviewed him myself. But now he's a little bit confident. I mean, he's bigger, obviously, but he's also a little bit more confident. How's that?
Well, he's playing very good right now, and once you get your confidence, you get going.
Okay, it's easy to get going after that. Okay,
yeah.
So we're going to expect that from you next year. He's going to come on the show all this.
When you have a quarterback like that, and even when Steven was healthy, a lot of the plays I felt like you were making were when he would stay alive, you would stay alive. How much do you have to keep the play alive as a receiver when you have a quarterback that is sometimes just gets out of incredible situations in the backfield?
Well, Sam likes to scramble, and he's very good at it. Just got to find a way to get in his vision, and he'll throw it to me, and I just make a play. And then that's when opportunities come in. You got to make the best of your opportunities.
On Saturday, I'm looking at the game or calling the game. I see Adoree covering people. I see Jordan Lasley making catches. I see Caleb Wilson catching balls for UCLA. I see you making catches. It seemed like a Sarah reunion. All of you guys went to Sarah High School. It seemed like a Sarah reunion. Did you guys actually get together after the game? I know there's probably some trash talking during the week, but did you guys get together after the game as well?
Yeah, we got together after the game and said what's up to each other, and we took a group picture. And it's been on social media and Twitter and stuff like that.
Like two or three smiling, two or three not smiling?
Okay. You can go with that.
I was talking to Sam about you last week, and you know who he compared you to? He compared you to Steph Curry. Why do you think he compared you to Steph Curry?
Well, me and Sam, in the offseason, we play basketball a lot. And
I don't think he was talking about your jump shots, though, unfortunately. I'm sure your jump shot's excellent, but I'm pretty sure that's not what he had in mind. He was talking a lot about your ability to get open. That Steph, I think everyone is sort of marveled by Steph, right? He doesn't look like LeBron, and you don't look like Juju, but you find yourself open all the time. How do you get open?
Well, that starts with preparing. You have to know what type of defense you're going against. And just when you line up, you got to recognize the covers that they're in and find open spots where your route is directed to, and it just goes from there.
You remind me of a lot when I played here. I wasn't always this size. I was a lot smaller back in the day. But
he reminds you of yourself.
Yeah, because
the highest compliment.
Well, yeah. Considering my ego, yeah, that's a high compliment. And when I say that, because I came at 155. I'll be honest with you. And right now you're maybe 170, 180, maybe in that range. What did you come in at when you came to USC, and now where are you at now?
I came in at 158.
Oh, man. See, I told you wanted me.
And now I'm at 170.
Okay, well, I left at 175, so you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game.
the two guys that you're sort of mates on in terms of in the receiving core right now are both, well, Darius is a senior. Juju is a junior that could potentially not be here next year. I mean, that's his decision. Do you feel like you're a guy that could be the future go-to guy in an offense, that you could be a number one type?
I feel I can, but, I just got to let everything come to me and just keep doing what I'm doing, such as preparing and keeping my work ethic, and everything will fall into place. I believe that.
Talk about your recruiting process because you came in as a blue shirt, but it shows me the ultimate confidence in you that you had in yourself in terms of being able to play. You were recruited by all the big schools, Michigan, Arizona State. There was a list of schools you could have went to. Why do you come to USC, and what was appealing or sort of drove you to take the blue shirt knowing that you were going to have to wait?
It starts with Robert Woods, George Foreman, Marquise Lee, but I always wanted to be a Trojan, and I knew that in my heart. And once I got the call, I knew that I was going to be a Trojan. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, you got the Irish this week. You got in that game last year. What'd you learn about the rivalry?
I learned a lot. Actually, last year was a surreal moment for me, going in as a freshman, not knowing that my number was going to be called, and then my number was called. And then I just made the best of my opportunities.
That's what you've been doing ever since. Deontay Burnett, it has been fun to watch you play. Thank you so much for joining us with big career still ahead for Deontay. Forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20% with the Allstate Distinguished Driver Discount. Safe drivers can instantly save up to 20% on car insurance just for having a clean driving record, and that's on top of other discounts. Call 1-410 Los Angeles area Allstate agents today. All right, that's Deontay Burnett. Next up is Justin Davis. You're listening to Trojans Live.